but every time you had these contests, you know, there was this big stage that you had to drag around. And, you know, inevitably somebody wasn't happy. Winners, losers. The tape was the same I used. Gee, I didn't have as wide a, you know, gates in the obstacle course or whatever. So we were meeting at the Castro Middle School at the time, and we wanted to come up with a new contest. We wanted it not to involve, you know, any kind of setup where you had to set this whole stage up, and we wanted to do tabletop soccer, which is kind of complicated. And so we started talking about, well, maybe we could put nets around the table so if it fell, it could get. No, that's setup. That's when it was born. The TableBot. A TableBot is a robot that survives, lives, and plays on a table, or pays the price. The first thing is we didn't want to have setup. Okay, so we met in this library and there were tables galore. It's like, okay, you know, we'll do it on these tables. Secondly, we knew we had all of these robots all through the club, but you know, we needed them to bring them out. And so one of the things was we didn't specify the size or type or anything about the robot. It's just, you know, bring your robot, and we want to do tabletop soccer. How do you get there? Well, it's kind of like eating an elephant, one bite at a time. That's when we came up with the idea of using phases. We have phase 1, 2, and 3, and so traditionally since 2003 we've had our phase 1 contest, which is not it is not a contest, it's a challenge, right? It's all about the show. In June, it's all about the robots. In June we do phase 1, which is go from one end of the table to the other and back. Phase 2 is to find a block and move it off the edge of the table. And phase 3, which we typically do in October, is move the block into a shoebox mounted at the end of the table. Now, like the robot, we don't define the size of your robot or the type of your robot. Just, you know, bring what you got, make it do the task. We don't define the size of the table, the color of the table. I've seen some awful big shoe boxes since we've been doing this. Some people perceive it as, you know, the box being below. I kind of set it up like a soccer goal. But regardless, this is something we put together a couple years ago called TableBot. It's got infrared sensors on the bottom. And without any further ado, I'm going to have TableBot try and do phase 3. That will be push the block into the shoebox. This is TableBot phase 3.
Or it pays the price.
Yeah, or it pays the price. Actually, there's a phase 4. There's a phase 4 too. That is, it's okay to fall off the table. It just needs to still work when you put it back on. Okay, so we built durability in there. Actually, you can do phase 4 before you do phase 3. The contest has some juice to it. It's not a contest, it's a challenge. The challenge has some juice to it, as you can see. You've got something to lose. Where, you know, the robot, this kind of expensive little robot, you know, could fall off the table, could break.
Who's this thing?
This is my. You want to take a picture? Finding an obstacle is a lot easier than avoiding, or a lot more difficult than avoiding obstacles.
Head of God.
Oh yeah, head of God.
Right now it's just random walkabouts is white?
Yeah. Well, no, until it bumps into it and then it kind of feels it towards the goal. Come on, baby. Oh no, not that way, that way. It's like a dung beetle. The ultrasonics on the top. Oh, ball handling skills. Come on, baby. Go, go.
Team USA.
Yay! All right, so that's TableBot doing phase 3. Do we have any other TableBots out here? Let me see. Come on, I know you're out there. Any TableBot? David, do you have a TableBot? Yeah. Bring it on. Phase 1, 2, or 3?
1.
Phase 1, very fine. That is, we shall attempt to go from one end of the table to the other and back.
Yay.